Hello, you guys. Welcome. I hope everybody watching is doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm filming this on Beltane, which is my favorite, absolute favorite time of the year. For some reason, I just feel like I come alive. Like there is me pre-Beltane and me after Beltane. I feel like are just two completely different Cenuses. So I'm very, very happy, very excited. And I hope everybody is having a beautiful, I don't know, I just hope your life is going great. I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling obviously fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about your next boyfriend slash girlfriend, because you know we're inclusive here, what they look like. What the hell do they look like? I don't think I've done this in a while, and these are my actual favorite to do. Like I love when people are like, hey, I love it. It's so fun for me. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Before I show you the piles, this is a reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. So please take what resonates. If something doesn't resonate, leave it behind. Okay, you don't need to be mean, especially when we're talking about people's physical appearances. You guys, I really hate when I get comments of people being like, oh, number 2 is ugly, or like it's so rude, and it's like, okay, Angelina Jolie, calm down. Anyways, here's the piles. All right, you guys, these are the 3 piles. We have group number 1 with the books, group number 2 with the all-seeing eye, and group number 3 with the, what do we call this? The bullhead? The ram? Aries? If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you're free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you are always welcome to do so. All right, you've picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box, where I've left you timestamps for when your individual reading shall start, and I'll just see you in the reading, darling. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading, you guys. Please do, you guys, let me know if I have any slippage. I'm gonna do my best to not flash you guys, but there may be accidents. Okay, if you guys are looking for a personal reading, I will have those available at the beginning of every month on the 1st or on like the 31st or the 29th, whatever the beginning of the month is. Usually the 1st. Okay, so with that being said, we'll just start the dice. We've got Gemini and we've also got Sagittarius. Hello Gemini, hello Sagittarius. We have Aries and we have Libra. Hello Aries, hello Libra. Capricorn and Aries. Hello, hello, hello. All right, starting our shuffle, you guys. Actually, I don't want to start with the tarot today. We may pull a few tarot here and there, but in regards to what somebody looks like, I do feel like astrology cards tend to be more helpful for me. So we're gonna start there. Okay, can we please get a message? Love, okay. We'll start here and then hopefully expand. Okay, so I want to talk about Pisces first, because whenever I see Pisces energy show up when we're talking about what somebody looks like, this always, to me, the way I see it, it plays out in the eyes. So whether this person has very like, obviously Anya Taylor-Joy is always the person that comes up in my mind when I think of like a Piscean look or aesthetic. But this is very, very dreamy, very enigmatic. This tends to be a person who has very expressive eyes. Now, if they are not fish-like, then I would just say that they are very expressive and dreamy. Also with Pisces energy, this could be a person who tends to have a very dreamy or ethereal way of speaking or communicating, right? This could be a very spiritual person as well. This is intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Okay. And then we have Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is really fun when we're talking about what somebody looks like, because what this indicates is that this person looks different from you, which in my personal opinion, like, I don't want to date somebody that looks like my brother. Like, I don't, like that's kind of gross, right? So this person is going to look different than yourself. This person is going to look like someone who potentially came from a different country or a different, hereditary background, right? For example, I myself am biracial. My mother is from the UK and my father is West African. So 2 people who are very, very different from each other, right? Physically, at least. It could be a situation like that, or something, maybe not exactly that, but something similar. So coming from different backgrounds, this also does indicate somebody who likes to travel or who enjoys moving around. This is optimism, exploration, and freedom, okay? Now, we have Saturn, which is kind of the opposite of what we just spoke about with Pisces and Sagittarius. Saturn is connected to Capricorn. This feels restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. So when Saturn comes up, I do tend to associate this with people who have really beautiful bone structure, people who have chiseled jaws, really nice, pronounced noses, whether they're large or small. I also do associate this with people who physically, like in their body, they are very defined in their physical, like I'm talking about like from the head down features as well. So whether that is playing out in a way where it's like this person's very curvy and they have very dramatic curves, like big hips, a big bust, or chiseled features again with that Capricornian energy, that could also be playing a role in their physical body. But I do think that there is an element of pronouncedness in their physical body. Okay, now in regards to who your next partner is, your next boyfriend, your next girlfriend is, on a personality level, I do think this is somebody who is more free-spirited. They're giving me a little bit of like type A personality, somebody who does have a very optimistic, dreamy look on the world, but also somebody who's looking at the world from that perspective, but they've gone through things. Like it's not coming from a sense or a belief of like, they're not naive is what I'm trying to say. This person's not naive. They are somebody who understands that the world is hard, the world can be harsh, but they are people who choose to remain optimism in spite of the fact that the world can be harsh, okay? Okay, so with that being said, I will go ahead now and dive into a few tarot cards, see what we can get with that, and then I'll go back to some oracles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So physically speaking, this person could be somebody who we consider like blessed physically. Now, that's going to be different for all of us, right? Like for me, I know what I appreciate in physical features with people that I'm attracted to. For you, that may be different. But the way I see this, it's like this person is blessed physically. Four of Cups. So this is having options, right? I do oftentimes see this as like, oh, well, I don't need to take this cup because I have 3 other cups. Like I don't need your 4th cup. Maybe I'll take it, but I don't need it. So again, this is giving me the impression that your next boyfriend or girlfriend is going to be somebody where physically they have options. Like they're attractive, so they're not in the mindset of scarcity of like, oh, I need to gobble up this cup because if I don't, who's to say I'm ever going to get another cup? Like this is the offer that I've been waiting for. I need to take it now. So no, this person is somebody who has options, somebody who is willing to be choosy. Walking away. Yeah. Okay. So again, you guys, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but all the people in my life that I know that struggle with walking away are people who are insecure, are people who have low self-esteem or who have been through things that have made them feel like they can't do better. And it's really sad because at the end of the day, like we all deserve to be happy. We all deserve goodness. And I think having that belief is what is motivating in regards to like, no, like this person is not for me anymore, or this job is not for me anymore. Like I deserve better. I deserve more. And the 8 of Cups really highlights that. It's like, I'm aware that I can do so much better or that I deserve so much better. And even though these 8 cups are comfortable, like I need to be confident enough to walk away because I know I don't feel fulfilled. So ultimately what the tarot is telling me is that your future partner is somebody who is very confident with who it is that they are and what they have to offer physically. And I also think that expands to like emotionally, intellectually, like they feel confident in who they are as a person. Okay. Can we please get some messages for group 1? Okay. So we have Taurus here. This is the bombshell. It's earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, ample, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, blooming, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, and deliberate, okay? So with Taurus showing up, I feel like this is more so representing their personality, somebody who's very intentional. This also could be representing you guys though, right? This person's physical beauty. Like I said earlier, Taurus is, did I say this? Maybe I just had this in my head, but Taurus is known or connected to Venus, which is the planet of beauty. This tends to be somebody who is very well dressed or who puts in investment into their physical appearance. So perhaps they're not wearing the most flashy of things, but they're an individual who's like, I'm going to invest in a nice shirt, or I'm going to invest in nice pieces, or it's like a time capsule wardrobe. It's giving that type of energy. Somebody who invests in their physical health, somebody who invests in, you know, just the way that they look because they want to present themselves in a nice fashion. I feel like every Taurus I know, it's not that they are materialistic, but they are individuals who I would say have invested in their physical appearance. Whether that be like, oh, I appreciate nice shoes. I want to make sure I have nice shoes, or I want to make sure my hair's cut every other week, or I want to make sure I smell nice. Like, I feel like every Taurus that has been in my life and is in my life has a tendency to reach for the finer things in life, but not necessarily in excess. Okay. We have Mars here as well. This is desire, impulse, courage, force, heat, strength, competition, works out, excitement, thirst, impatient, anger, leadership, engine, potency, willpower, motor, and sex drive. So with this showing up, you guys, okay, I do associate Mars with adult. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that word. Oh, well. So Mars is intimate energy. It's adult energy. I know I already slipped and like said it, but I'm not going to say it again. Adult energy is showing up with Mars. I again feel like this is a person who has experienced lust, has experienced people lusting after them. I do think this is somebody who perhaps is physically active and does physically work out. Now that does not necessarily mean that they're somebody who's super toned, although going back to that Capricorn energy, structured, okay? Very defined features. We have Venus here. This is beauty, harmony, romance, charming, receiving, sensuality, luxury, again, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. So again, a very stereotypically attractive person, okay, you guys? Now we have Virgo here as well. Virgo is the alchemist. Now this is a very natural beauty, you guys. Methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, critical, nervous, and perfectionist, okay? And then Chiron, going back to Saturn. This person knows pain. This person knows discomfort. I don't want you guys to think that this person is delusionally optimistic or delusionally positive, because they are not. This person's very, very aware of reality, but they choose, like I said, to look on the positive side of life. Now, this is healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational trauma, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, divinity, cleansing, softness, and pain. Okay. So with all of this being said, I do want to go ahead and now pull from my bowl. Obviously my mic is in the bowl, so I do have to go ahead and stop this for a second, pull the bowl, put the mic back. So this is gonna be a process. Leg is so itchy. Okay. Here, I'm showing you guys, my eyes are closed as I pull this. Okay, we're done. Some of you guys, here, let's try to bloop, 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 boom. Some of you guys are gonna be meeting this person in 2025, okay? So that's very, very exciting. Congratulations to everybody who does meet this person this year. We have a romantic gaze. All right, so this is that Piscean energy I was talking about. And for a lot of you, they are going to look, or their eyes are going to look very ethereal, very potentially witchy or like fishy, okay? And I mean that in the best way possible. Usually larger eyes, like I said, very expressive. We have Prince Charming. So for those of you who are interested in the male specimen, Prince Charming may be for you. We have Falling in Love. Falling in Love is so much fun, you guys. Like, it's really scary, but it's honestly so much fun. And I highly recommend, if you have not had an opportunity to do so, that you do so. We have intelligent. We have a full face. We have true love. Piercings. A strong nose. Like I said, you guys, I do think a lot of their features are very defined and structured, okay? Think Brad Pitt, think Angelina Jolie, think Timothée Chalamet, okay? Think the Jenners. It's giving that structured, defined, and I am using celebrities, you guys, obviously. I know, like, I'm not saying that they look like these people, but the way that Timothy has his jawline very, very defined. The way that, right, like, I just feel like their bone structure is very chiseled, sharp type of bone structure. We have late 20s. We have the 31st. We have olive skin, and we also have pale skin. We have February. We have tattoos for some of you. We have medical services, so they could be somebody who works in the medical industry. We have the 20th. We have kindred spirits. We have ego, which we all have one. We have witty. Summer. Okay, that's very exciting. We have, what is that? Oh, it's big. The top of the B fell off, but big hands. We've got the 26th. We have yes. And we have 2030. Classic as well. Like I said, I do think this person is a classic beauty. That's how I would define them. Somebody who is, like, the masses would be like, yeah, Jessica is attractive. Sarah Ann is beautiful. John, very handsome. So that's what I have, guys. Thank you, group 1, for letting me read for you. I love you so much. I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me. And that's all I got. So I'll see you soon. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I will be doing personal readings at the beginning of every month. So like around the 30th, 31st, 1st, message me and I will message you on the 1st to like send you the link and stuff. There is a limited supply, you guys. There's always gonna be a limited supply. I have other things to do. I know a lot of people think that this is like the only thing I do. It's not. Gemini rising, I like to stay busy. I like to, you know, have my hands in multiple different little situations. So your girl's busy. Okay, we're gonna roll the dice. We have Libra and we also have Virgo. Hello Libra, hello Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have Cancer and we got Scorpio. Hello Cancer, hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My Sun and Moon. And then we just have Aries. Hello Aries, okay? All right, guys, so we are not starting off with tarot today because I don't want to. I will do tarot in just a moment, but I want to start off with the astrology cards. I feel like when we're talking about somebody's physical appearance, for me personally, it's just easier to use astrology cards because I feel like I can verbalize with more fluidity in regards to like features and the vibe of what somebody looks like and etc, etc. So can I please get a message for group 2 about what? Interesting. Okay, guys, so what I find fascinating about your next boyfriend or girlfriend in regards to their physical appearance is they have a little bit of like a darker vibe to them, okay? Now, for some of you, this is going to come through as somebody who has a lot of body modifications, such as tattoos or piercings, perhaps somebody who dyes their hair a darker color. It's also very possible, you guys, that this person naturally just has like darker features. That could be complexion, eyes, hair, the whole shebang. But anyways, we have the 12th house and we have the moon. Now, the 12th house is a house that's talking about hidden enemies. So I do believe that your person, group number 2, it's not that they literally are insecure, but perhaps there was a point in their life where they felt insecure about themselves physically, which then played a role later in life. I do feel like oftentimes when you grow up as like the ugly duckling, it doesn't matter how hot you become or how attractive you can become, that sticks with you, right? So the 12th house is spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Now, this is spirituality, you guys. It tends to be a house that is very hard to pin down when it comes to like your own personal connection to it, right? Because like I said, this is hidden enemies, hidden desires, karma, right? So I do think that this tends to be a house that's associated with a little bit more of like a haziness or darkness, not literal darkness, it's not the 8th house, but it's a little bit heavier. So I am associating this with somebody who has perhaps, again, struggled with their physical appearance or accepting themselves on a physical level, which to me reads as like ugly duckling syndrome, where I just felt ugly growing up and then I blossomed, or I never did blossom. I just, I'm insecure about how I look. We have the moon here as well, and this is satisfying emotional needs, nurture self and others. Now, the moon is illumination in the dark, right? The moon represents this beautiful, bright source of light in darkness. So it's possible, you guys, that this person is an individual who has the ability to light up a room. I feel like whenever somebody says that, it's because we're talking about them passing on. So let's hope that's not the case. But I do feel like this is very much connected to the idea of this person bringing light to darkness. Now, in regards to their physicality, right, the moon tends to be associated with the darkness. So that's why I was picking up on the darker features, darker hair, darker eyes. On an emotional level, I do think this person's very emotional, but I don't think it's something that they are very open about. So I don't feel like people peg this person as an emotional person, but they are. Somebody who's sensitive, but most people wouldn't peg them as sensitive, if that's making sense, okay? There was something else that was trying to come up and then I interrupted it, so I hope it comes back. Anyways, we have Aries here. This is independence, bravery, and passion. So Aries tends to be an individual who has a very loud personality. This is a cardinal sign, meaning it is somebody or is an energy of leadership, okay? Somebody who likes to take initiative. Now, when I look at this in a physical person, I do see this as somebody who tends to be like, they have the appearance of somebody who's outgoing. They have the appearance of somebody who is very confident and bold and brave and like, ooh, right? Somebody who may be very physically active as well. However, this 12th house, and this is why I'm having trouble, you guys, we will have to pull a few more cards for you than we had to do for the last pile, because the 12th house is adding this layer of like, this is an act, or this is an illusion. This is just the way I'm presenting myself in order to protect myself. And I do feel like the moon, as somebody who has a lot of Cancer and water signs in her chart, I do feel like the moon and more watery energy tends to play out that way, where it's like, oh, like I'm very bubbly and happy and da-da-da, but like internally I'm dark and like, right? So this is kind of the energy I'm getting with this person. Again, physical appearance, they appear to be more confident than what they are. I will go ahead and get some tarot cards to see if we can refocus back on the physical. What does group number 2's next partner look like? So again, shifty energy. Sometimes this does indicate not feeling good enough. Okay, the 7 of Swords is like, I feel the need to hide. Yeah, guys, I also want to say this, and I want to be careful because I'm not a doctor, you guys, and I am not qualified to talk about this at all, but it's almost presenting to me as like a woman who is on the spectrum I would say very high functioning. I don't know if that's like the proper or like politically correct word to use, but somebody who is, you wouldn't know is what I'm saying, like on the spectrum, but perhaps you wouldn't know. It's giving social awkwardness. It's giving somebody who puts on this like facade of I'm outgoing and I'm bubbly and I'm this and I'm that and da 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 da. But like it's because they are aware that they are different. And then when your connection to this person emotionally, it does feel like you're breaking down walls. And again, physically, I don't think that you would be able to see that they are insecure, but there are insecurities about their physical appearance. And I want to say this as well. It's not because they're ugly, you guys. It's almost like a dysmorphic type of a view on oneself. We have the 10 of Cups. Now this is happiness. This is feeling very emotionally fulfilled. So I want you guys to understand that the way I'm describing this person, obviously there's darkness, there's like we're putting on a facade, but you are going to love this person so incredibly much. So I hope that this is not scaring you out of loving them, because this person's amazing. And I feel like for you especially, like you're gonna look at them as like, you're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. You're the most handsome person that I know. It feels very fulfilling as a couple, okay? We do have generosity here with the 6 of Pentacles. That could be like inherited attractiveness, right? I know for me, my mom is white and she has very, very cute, like small lips. And my father is West African. And he has these really big, juicy, like plump lips. And I always am like, you know, not that I don't like my mom's lips, like again, they're very cute, but I'm so happy that I have closer to my father's lips than my mom's, just because I think with my features, they look better that way. So it could be like that, right? Where this person has inherited positive features from either their father or their mother. Okay, and then we have the 5 of Swords, walking away or knowing when to walk away, a lose-lose situation. I am seeing that again as like a dysmorphic thinking or dysmorphic view on oneself. So I think I want to go ahead and pull a Halloween deck. I know people don't like when I pull this deck and it's not Halloween. I don't care. So if you're going to leave that comment, guess what? We don't care. Can we get a message on what group number 2's person looks like? Okay. Winter. Darkness, guys, okay? Dark hair, dark eyes. Perhaps they have like a winter palette, so somebody with cooler undertones. This is the sacredness of pausing. We also have the dawn, the light after the darkness. Okay. I think we'll take it here. What do they look like? Can I get a message on what they look like? We have a crossroads here. So again, I do think that they started off, right? Perhaps it's like a little bit of an ugly duckling. Maybe they were bullied in school, which caused them to have this dysmorphic view of themselves, because that crossroads signifies we have split off from where we started. And then the letter is here as well. Okay. I will pull from the bowl as well, you guys. Can I get a message on what they look like? They feel weird, guys. They feel weird, and they may have like very unique features. These unique features are what makes them attractive, okay? In their mind, they look at it as a disadvantage, when in reality, it's what makes them stand out. It's what is probably going to attract you to them, is the fact that they have these more peculiar features. So Aquarius, the innovator. This is experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, disruptive, edgy, and detached, okay? We have Uranus here as well. This is revolution, breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, humanitarianism, reform, surprise, freedom, experimentation, the unexpected, rapture, edge, diverse, and lightning. So both Uranus, I know Uranus is no longer associated with Aquarius or vice versa, however you want to word that. However, I can't help but like look at these two as one and the same. Very, again, like I am different from other people, or I feel different from other people. Now, this could be due to an array of different things, you guys. Again, this could be due to a shift in identity or a shift in how you present with your identity. This could be somebody, right? I mean, here we have a woman who has her head shaved. Now, I've had my head shaved before, and it was the most freeing and fun time of my life. And I loved it, but obviously I wasn't like fitting in. I didn't look like most women walking out on the street, because most women don't have their head shaved. But this is playing a role in this person's beauty. This is playing a role in what is attracting you to them, is the fact that they don't look like everybody else. They're a little different. They're a little odd, okay? We have Saturn here, and Saturn does provide structure in regards to your bone structure. This is discipline, structure, like I just said, time, responsibility, test, ambition, difficulty, restraint, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, container, bones, maturity, gravity, and scaffolding, okay? Scaffolding. Sagittarius. Not Sagittarius, Saturn. Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius. We have the 6th house of craft here. This is work, details, health. So perhaps health is really important to this person. Maybe they, whether that is gaining or losing weight, whatever that may be. This is well-being, diet. Again, perhaps their diet's really important to them. When I say diet, you guys, I want to be clear. I'm not talking about following any particular diet. I just mean what they consume is important, whether that is, right, like eating at a 5-star restaurant every night, or whether that's eating freaking Taco Bell, which I love Taco Bell, right? Like their diet's important, food's important, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, and method, okay? All right, so with that being said, I do want to go ahead and pull from the bowl. I do have to move the mic, which is going to be like, so I'm going to pause and then pull. This fell as well. Guys, we have strong arms. Boom, bada, boom. We have straight hair. We have curly hair. So a combination of straight and curly. Perhaps wavy. We have annoyingly attractive. We have petty. We have North America. We have big feet. We have India. We have 2026. We have bright eyes. We have bushy brows. A strong nose. We have green eyes. We have West. Juno, which is connected to soulmates, you guys. This is the asteroid of soulmates. This is connected to Hera. We've got Love You More. Passion, S, and intimidating, which I can totally see how this person's intimidating. Can you guys see that? I don't think I can do it. It's too long. Intimidating, okay? So that is what I have for you guys. Group, oh, this is Love You More, sorry. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Group number 2, I do hope this was helpful. Hold on to this person, you guys, because they are a very unique individual. They're not somebody that you're going to just find in every different direction that you go in life. So hold on to this person for as long as you can. Love them. And yeah. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much. I'm sending you love, and that's all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 3, my final group of the day. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, I will be posting my personal readings around the 1st of the month, 29th, 30th, 31st, usually on the 1st though. So if you want a personal reading, message me. We'll be doing it the first week of every month. Okay, so with that, you guys, let's go ahead and start rolling our dice. We've got Gemini. We've also got Capricorn. Hello, Gemini, and hello, Capricorn. We've got Gemini and Pisces. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Cancer and Taurus. Cancer rising specifically are about to have a really, really beautiful year. So get excited if you are a Cancer rising. I'm not, but if you are, yay for you. Okay, jumping on into it, you guys. What does your next boyfriend, girlfriend look like? We're going to start off with the astrology cards and then jump into some tarot. Can we please get a message? You have the 4th house of family, so they look like they're family. This person could have a twin, perhaps. This is culture, family roots, home, peace, and comfort. So what does family roots mean? It means that this person perhaps is connected to the traditions of their family roots, right? So this could be somebody who wears traditional clothing from their family roots. This could be an individual who possesses a lot of the same qualities of their ancestry, right? This also mainly is talking about this person having or desiring a close connection to family. And we have water here. This is spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. So when this shows up, when the water signs show up, I do see this as an individual who is obviously very connected to their emotion and their intuition. And then we have the 8th, sorry guys. We have the 8th house of transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. So this is a bit of a darker house. This person may have darker features. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm feeling like the first 3 cards that we have here are more so tied to personality. So I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck again. Transformation does indicate that this person may has gone through a significant transformation in regards to their physical appearance. Okay. Can we please get messages on their physical appearance? Group number 3, their next boyfriend, girlfriend, their physical appearance, please. So I am picking up on a lot of passion, like raw, sensual passion. Okay, we have the 5th house here. This is passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. I do think this person physically appears to be a creative person, meaning they're somebody who potentially, maybe they wear a lot of color. Maybe they are somebody who likes to dye their hair a funky color. Maybe they have tattoos. This person is somebody who presents themselves in a very creative style. Oh no, not my light. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. So like I was saying, the 5th house is all about creativity and passion, okay? So somebody who appears to have a very seductive quality to their body, to their face, which I think that this is confirmed by the fact that we have Scorpio here. Scorpio is connected because each zodiac sign, you guys, is connected to a body part, and Scorpio is connected, you guessed it, to the southern region, okay? So I was like, how am I gonna word that? Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So obviously this isn't touching on the energy that I'm talking about, but Scorpio is known for having a little bit of like that darker, sensual, lusty, southern region vibe, okay? So Scorpio energy is here. The 5th house is here. Very, very passionate. Now, we do have Jupiter here as well, and this is grow and expand. The majority of my audience is women who are interested in men. Jupiter, growth and expansion. I don't really want to spell it out for you guys because, you know, but if you are catching the vibes, if you are hearing me, if we are communicating, this is great. Congratulations. Love that for you. This could also be indicating somebody who is very tall, or somebody who is taller than average. This could be an individual as well who has a lot of abundance, so they have the ability to spend money on themselves and their physical appearance. And then we have Taurus. This is trust, patience, and sensuality. So again, this person is very, very sensual. Taurus is connected to Venus, the planet of beauty and luxury. Taurus tends to be associated with the luxurious side, the comfortable side of Venus. So there is that. Okay, I'm gonna go a little off the beaten path because I did not use this deck in the other 2 readings. I want to go ahead and use this deck for you guys. Can we get a message on what they look like? Sensuality, guys. I'm wanting confirmation on that sensuality, and we have it here. Okay, so again, for a lot of you, this person is going to be a male. Obviously, for some of you, it's going to be a female, but for many of you, it's going to be this very masculine energy looking person. Somebody who, like I said, may be very large. And the reason why I'm saying large is because Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. So a large individual, maybe they're very tall, maybe they're very broad, but I'm feeling like this person is not dainty and like they're feeling big, okay? So main male. We also have the Lovers. So like I said, very, very sensual in regards to how they look. When you look at this person, group 3, you're going to be physically attracted to them. You're going to want to like rip their clothes off. All right, getting into the tarot. Can we get a message? This is a victory, guys. The 6 of Wands is a victory. The 6 of Wands represents like, woo, I've crossed the finish line. So I do see this as like the way you see this person, it is as if they are a victory. Now, what does that mean? To me, if I were to look at this card on my next partner and what they look like, I'd be like, okay, this person aligns with my type. This person has dark hair. This person has light eyes. This person's really tall and broad. This person is somebody who has large feet. Again, what we were talking about with Jupiter, okay? Like my type. So 6 of Wands. For some of you, this person may have facial hair, right? We have the 8 of Wands. This is talking about things moving very quickly. So an individual who perhaps is active. One more. I get what I want. The Magician has all the tools that he needs in his toolbox. Your next partner, your next boyfriend, girlfriend is so incredibly charming. Group number 3, they know that they're charming. Like they know how to charm people. They know how to get what they want. So they're very aware and very self-confident of the fact that like I have the ability to, or I'm attractive enough to reach the demographic that I have a desire to reach, okay? Okay, we're gonna get a archetype card and then I'll go and pull some more astrology and then we'll wrap it up and pull the bowl. Can I get a message for group 3 on what this person looks like? Okay. We have the Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So not that they are literally a virgin, you guys, but somebody who has maintained their integrity. Now, integrity, I feel like morals, ethics, integrity, most of us have like a baseline, but it's a little, right? It's a little subjective. So I would say that this person is somebody who has a good heart, who has a good spirit. And I would say in regards to your guys' relationship, you're connecting to them based on their integrity. We have the Saboteur. This is highlights your fear of self-empowerment and changes it would bring to your life. This person may be somebody who tends to push themselves in order to become better, in order to become stronger, faster, wiser, perhaps more better looking, right? We do have networker as well. I do think this person is very social. It says enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So I do think this person's very social. For a lot of you, this person has very, very dark hair. It's giving brown to like dark brown hair. I do feel like for a lot of you, this person is coming from a background that is non-European, okay? Non-Western European. So that may be something to look out for as well. Okay. Pull from this deck and then we will pull the bowl. Can I get a message? Oh. Yeah, so like I just said, guys, there's nothing here that's besides the saboteur that's necessarily representing this person coming from a different background than yourself, but we do have the 9th house, which makes me feel more confident in saying that. I'm happy I said that prior to this coming out. This is foreign travel, adventure, higher education, so somebody who is formally educated, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimage, spiritual quests. All right, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. We have the 7th house as well. This is partners, companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, social awareness. You guys, I feel very confident, and I didn't say this about the other groups, I feel confident that this is potentially a relationship that's going to be long-standing, if not like marriage. You guys have a lot of symbolism here that makes me feel confident that this specific relationship is one that will be strong. We do have Scorpio. So again, going back to what I was saying about the very sensual energy, this is the animal. When I see this, you guys, again, you have to tweak this in your mind. Because for some of you, if you're watching this and you're like, Cenus, I like men or I like women with blonde hair and brown eyes. I like blah, right? This is coming off very sensual. You picked this pile. The person you're gonna be dating, you're looking at them very sensually. So if you like redheads, this person may have red hair, this person may have blonde hair, right? I feel like what's coming up is I'm describing things that I look at as attractive, and the symbolism of the lust, the symbolism of the sensuality is what's standing out to me. Again, if your type is completely different than my type, that's fine, but this person is fitting that definition. They're fitting that box. So anyways, we have transformative, intense, passionate, secretive, thorough, obsessive, intimate, primal, lusty, deep, eternal, resourceful, mysterious, regenerative, compulsive, destructive, and manipulative. All right, Scorpio energy. And honestly, you guys, like Scorpio energy describes, again, my type to a T. I love Scorpios. If you're a Scorpio, automatically, I love you, and I'm gonna do everything in the world to like be sweet to you and do everything I can for you because I just love that energy. But what I want you guys to take from this is this person is your type. This person is your type. You are going to want to rip their attire off. You are going to want to be very physically active with this person. You are going to want to perhaps reproduce with this individual. It feels very much that. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the mic because as you can see, the mic is obviously in my little bowl. I'm gonna move the mic, I'm gonna pull from the bowl, and then we'll talk about what comes out. I don't know, we're gonna pull. Can I get a message for group? What do they look like? What do they look like for group 3? Okay, I think this is good. Right, you guys, I hope you can hear me fine. We've got, so for the other piles, guys, I took the fixings and I put them to the side. 2025 has already popped out. So we have 2025 in here twice, which is interesting, but you guys may be meeting this person in 2025. We have copper brown hair. Copper brown hair. So the 19th. We have complex. We have a square-shaped face. We have a dimples. We've got friends. You guys may be meeting through mutual friends, or perhaps you guys are starting off as friends. We have F. We have a strong chin. It's giving very Gaston. We have September. Libra, Virgo, perhaps. We have spicy, guys. I want you to understand that the spicy energy that's coming through this reading for you is like strong. We have fluffy hair. Fluffy fluff. Okay, I know you guys can't see that here. Fluff. We've got 21. We've got a natural physique. We have facial hair. We have the US. We have 20. We have L, which this needs to be removed, you guys, because this was supposed to be something else. I don't know what it is. It broke off. So L is here. We're gonna dust that off into the wind. And we've got mid-20s. So for a lot of you, you could either be meeting them in the mid-2020s, right? So 2025, 2026, 2027 is getting a little out there. Or they could be in their mid-20s. So anyways, most of the hair that I'm seeing is really dark. We do have that copper brown here as well. For some of you, they do have facial hair. I am getting a lighter complexion to like medium tan, medium brown. But yeah, so that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I do hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you an abundance of love, and that's all I got. So, bye.